Hi, my name is Brooke Lippman,
I'm Dr. Deb Lippman,
and this is Wine Together.
a podcast where we drink some wine and have a chat.
So sit back, relax, and get that corkscrew ready.
Rosebrooke,
It's really cold.
and you can let them know that.
I don't know. I'm supposed to say something else. You want to introduce it?
Sure. Today we're going to talk about our, the what we've learned about the wines in our region. This is wine together, so we need to spend at least one episode talking about wine. And I don't know if you can tell, this rosé looks a lot like
looks
a
like
white
white
wine for
wine, yeah.
us. But I see in the with the light, I can see the rosé. Anyway, so we picked there's a wine that we've grown to like, or a winemaker I should say, that we've grown to like, Epicuro. And so we've tried lots of their wines, and this one in particular was a rosé we saw the other day, and we thought, oh well, let's just get that. Now we'll say this: wine has always been kind of expensive in the United States, or at least the wines I used to buy in the United States. And when I was there for a few months in late 2024, I did notice that wine prices were really expensive. And so it's not something, necessarily everybody's going to be able to kind of enjoy, you know. Uh, but here, I've always been so pleased with the price of wine. And we're so close to vineyards, and, we're able to get a good bottle of wine for, between 5 and 10 francs. Well, that has changed since I came back. Wine is more expensive here. I mean, just, I guess, reasons for it. But yeah, I'm hoping that, we see that cycle back to where it's not so expensive. But it's kind of hard for producers and winemakers to bring the price down once they set it at a certain level, because they've grown accustomed to, that profit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've still been able to find a lot of wines for not super expensive.
Yeah.
But also, the last couple years, it's either been really, really way too hot for the grapes or way too rainy. So the last couple years, that's probably why we're seeing the prices start to increase now, because now they're starting to
Yes.
sell those wines that.
And there's actually been at least two major accidents with wine. One closed the tunnel for months. So there's a tunnel in Switzerland. It's one of the longest tunnels underneath the mountain, the Goddard Tunnel. There was an accident in there. Trains collided, and the product that was on one of the trains was wine. So and that was a major loss. And then the same year there was an accident in Portugal, and several, a vineyard lost almost, half of their that yearly supply in an accident where they lost all those bottles. And so, it's funny how, a year to, well, I guess it's been about 18 months, maybe it's been 2 years since these accidents, and you're starting to see the price, go up. And you just, I mean, like what you said, weather is going to attribute to this. These accidents are going to attribute to this, but of course one's going to, increase in price because, the supply and demand. just that kind of law of supply and demand. And so we're trying to, we're trying different ones, and we're, trying to stick to our budget, and that's been, kind of our thing. So we're really liking this Epicuro. So I haven't tried this one yet. Have you tried it?
Well, I just took a sip of it.
Oh, did you? What'd you think?
It's okay. It tastes more like Chardonnay than rosé.
It's funny. Yeah, I get kind of a hint of
It's like
Chardonnay.
Either Chardonnay or Sauvignon Blanc mixed with a Cab Sauv.
Yeah. But
I
not a lot of Cab Sauv. Not a lot of red in there. This is mostly white.
I know, but I wanted to see if I was right.
Oh, I don't know. You can look at the bottle. I will say, before I moved here, I only drank red wine. Once in a while, I would drink a white wine. I never drank rosé. I had tried rosé in the United States, and I did not like it at all. But do you remember when I learned to accept and enjoy rosé?
At the thing, not this past summer, but the summer before.
Yeah, the wine cellar.
Yeah.
Yeah, we walked in, and there's this wine cellar. Is it only open 2 Saturdays a month? Is that correct?
Yeah, it's every other Saturday.
And it's a really small wine cellar. It's not a vineyard. It's just a cellar. He goes around Europe and buys wine, and then every other Saturday he opens up his cellar, and he lets you taste. Oh, we should see if he'll let us film down there.
Ooh, that would be fun.
And so when we walked in, we went with a friend, and he said, "Oh, today we're doing rosé," and I said, "No." He said, the look on his face, like I'm telling this man how to run his business, and so I'm embarrassed now that I realized what I did. I am embarrassed, and I owe him an apology. But he said, "Yeah, we're doing rosé today," and I said, "Oh, I was really hoping for red wine." And he said,
he opened a bottle of red for you.
I was going to get there, but thank you. So we tried 6 different rosés, and one with the strawberries. Oh my goodness. It was so good. It was so good.
We bought a whole
it was
case of
such
that, right?
a wonderful refreshment. No, we bought one of each bottle.
Right.
We bought one of each bottle that we sampled, and then at the end he opened a bottle of red for me and told us all about the region where he went and bought this red. And so of course we purchased that bottle also. So we end up with 7 bottles of wine that we're trying to...
That we had to carry back. Because we had to carry back because up the hill. And...
Yeah, absolutely. Because there wasn't a bus close by. So from the train, we did take a bus. We went train, then a bus. But the bus stop was not close. No. I mean, we walked...
Yeah,
I know, at least a kilometer. And there were no sidewalks in hills. So we had to really trek through... this part of Switzerland to get to that cellar, and then we had to do the same thing back with 7 bottles of wine.
And it was like 7,000 degrees out.
It was so hot, and but it was so much fun. And what a great place! And he's got memorabilia from all his travels. Hey, did we get you that corkscrew?
Yeah,
there? We got you your purple corkscrew there. Okay,
which I never get to use.
Well, use it next time. It's okay. Maybe for the next week you can use it. But yeah, it was so much fun, and he definitely taught me to what to try to taste in a rosé, and he taught me he just loved the beauty of a rosé wine, and so it was great. And then when we were in Moors and did that wine tasting,
that was fun. We
had a rosé that they had opened for us, and it was actually we did order that one as well. We ordered several good ones.
That was also there. One where we had to hike up a hill.
We had to,
and it was
we had
very
to hike
hot out.
Pretty tall hills.
But we didn't have to bring the wine back with us. They sent it to us.
No, they shipped that to us. That was so kind. But it was going to be so heavy. So when he brought it, I was not here, and so they rang the bell. And I guess they told you the wine was... Did you go down?
I don't
remember.
Or did
he come up? But he brought it in for you, right?
I think so.
I thought that you said he brought it because it was so heavy. I mean, it was, several bottles of wine. So, and,
You had that one expensive wine that you saved until like your anniversary, and I didn't get to drink it.
Yeah, it was the anniversary. I did say that.
I didn't get to drink the expensive
I'm so sorry.
wine.
Next time.
No, you know that's not true. If you get
I'll have to get one for our birthdays then.
Oh yeah.
And then that way, you will.
No, you have to get two. One for you, one for me.
We're drinking the whole bottle ourselves because it's our birthday. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. What day is our birthdays on this year?
I don't know.
I don't either. I haven't looked ahead.
I hope it's a weekend.
I don't know. Well, one of them, there's a good chance at least one of them will be every weekend.
No, there's just as equal chance that they'll both be in the middle of the week. No, 19th, Saturday and Sunday.
Woohoo! The whole weekend. Wow! What a celebration we're gonna have. Absolutely. Yeah, that'll be fun. Okay.
We're going to France this year, though, right?
Oh, I don't know. Don't know. We haven't really. I don't know. You know what? It's funny because Dad did say, "Well, I got to figure out y'all's birthday trip." And I thought, is he serious about that? I don't know. I mean, I hope he's serious, but I hope it's yeah. So
well, I told him that we have to go to France, and I mean, southern France is really nice. So
yeah,
lots of vineyards.
Yes. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. It would be kind of, fun. Well, I like this. I don't taste a lot of sugar in this, so I'm actually quite pleased with it. I mean, when we first moved here, and someone had said to me, "Oh, you've got to try the Swiss white wines." I said, "Well, I don't really drink white wine, but I will. I'll try it." Because we can. They were so inexpensive. And I thought, oh, okay. So I bought a bottle and chilled it, and I'm telling you, I was like, ooh, I like Swiss white wine. And I have just, I tell everybody, oh, the Swiss white wines are really good, and so I really quite enjoyed that.
Yeah. When we first moved here, because I was 16 when we moved, so I couldn't drink in the U.S. and I didn't actually, because I don't know. Even like sips, I don't think I even took sips from like drinks you guys had, and you were like, "Hey, you can have a sip if you want." And I was like, "No," but when we first moved here, I tried one. I didn't like the rosé because that was the first drink I ever had was a rosé at a restaurant. I didn't like that, and then I also didn't like red wine at first. But now, over time, I've started liking red wine more than white wine.
Okay, I want to circle back to I never took sips. When you were 18 months old, like a baby, I could never open a beer without hiding it from you. I mean, especially if we had it out by the pool. You always took my beer and sipped it. So, maybe once you had some memory, you don't recall taking sips of alcohol, but you absolutely, we'd be out by the pool and Tub would say, get your beer. Have to hide the beer.
That's funny because actually I prefer beer to anything else. So.
Yes, you would sneak my beer. So,
Oh, it's a baby.
Yeah.
People might come at you for drinking around a baby. This was like the early 2000s. Because people now would be like, you opened a beer around a baby?
Some people would, but not everybody. Not everybody would, I promise. I mean,
no, I know. I'm
certain,
just saying. I'm making a joke. Oh my gosh. But yeah, like some people get like really offended, but I mean, that's not that big of a deal. It's a beer, it's like 4% alcohol.
Look, I had doctors that would say, no, if you're eating a good dinner and you want a glass of wine with it, you can still nurse after having that glass. And I did. So, I did not, there were no, much. I mean, I didn't.
One glass of wine is
a glass of wine,
like a bottle of wine.
One glass of wine, like I don't know, every 2 weeks, once every 2 weeks. I did. Or a beer. And it's funny because I would never drink a whole beer. So, fortunately, that's something Dad would share with me. I don't know. I still don't. I share with Dad. Well, if there's the little ones I can kind of handle, but I can't drink a whole beer.
There's also a lot of sugar in it, so you shouldn't be anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah. That's what I was trying to taste for this. I was wanting to make sure it was, not sweet. The other night when we went out, I drank white wine. Dad and our friend, they were drinking beer, and I said, no, just a glass of white wine for me. And so Dad went to order it, and evidently she said sweet or dry, and your dad said not sweet. And then when the lady came over, and I still had wine in my glass, and she was checking to get them another beer, and then she looked and she didn't say anything, but she came back later after I'd finished my glass. She said, more wine? She says, which one was this? I said, not sweet. She said, oh, yeah, not sweet. But it was really good. And then I really liked some of the ones from Moore's, which is, by the way, just those who want to know.
Where Phil Collins lives?
Where Phil Collins lives. Absolutely. How'd you know what I was going to say? Yes.
Because I was the one who told you that. That's why
Moore's.
I said I wanted to go there.
And so, and then we have been there. We did a wine tasting there. Oh, that vineyard is lovely. Lovely. And I want to get back there. Yeah. But yeah, of course I wanted to see. Not that I would recognize him.
Well, I told you that we had to go to Moore's so we could see if we could meet Phil Collins.
Absolutely.
That's what.
And it didn't happen. No. Sad to say. No. But we did meet nice people.
Well, I don't know. Would he even be able to get around the mountains? Isn't he in a wheelchair?
No.
Oh.
Not that I know
Who's in a wheelchair?
No. I don't know.
There's an old rock star from the 80s or something that's in a wheelchair now.
Oh, I didn't know. I
thought it was Phil Collins.
No, I think he's still traveling.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is not. And he's, because I'm almost positive he definitely goes to Montreux every year for the jazz festival. Yeah. Which is just, what a great time to be there. They have all these up and coming artists playing free concerts, and it's such a beautiful place, but it's so crowded. It's definitely a tourist destination, especially that time of year. So that's kind of a tough, I still like to go by myself so that I don't have to, fight crowds with another person. I just kind of can keep my distance the way I like to keep a distance. I don't necessarily want to be in there with everybody. But fortunately, knowing kind of a little bit of the lay of the land, I can kind of get around without hitting a big crowd. Yeah, which is a good thing. I love Montreux. I can't, it's so silly because I think every time I mention a place, I say, oh, I love blah, blah, blah. I love blah, blah, blah. I love certain things about Basel. I absolutely love Montreux in the summer. Well, I love Montreux in the winter. I love Interlaken. I know a lot of people don't like Interlaken. That was close. A lot of people don't like Interlaken. It's too touristy, but I love it.
Yeah.
There's
nothing wrong with that, with loving
I can't, like I said, I can't think of anywhere I've been that I would not recommend somebody go. Oh, you got to see this and you got to do that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I have a bunch of stickers on the back of my computer of places that we need to go, so.
Okay, such as?
Madrid, Santorini.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, it says France, but it has the Eiffel Tower on it, so that implies Paris.
Yeah.
Berlin. There's a couple other. Obviously, I can't look at the back of my computer.
Well, I definitely want to visit Wien in Österreich.
I want to go to Prague.
Yeah. Your dad's still bent on wanting to go to Budapest.
Oh,
I'm not crazy about that.
Really?
I want to see that beautiful city. I absolutely do. But putting money in the pockets of people like their leader, I'm going to choose not, it's hard.
What about Istanbul?
Probably.
Istanbul is content.
My friend wants me to go, but she swears it's so dangerous there that I cannot go without her. Okay. That's her thing. I have to go with you. I have to keep you safe. Okay. I think that's, her way of saying, I have to go. So,
yeah.
But that's, she's from that area, so, which is so funny. She's funny. But other ones, let's see. Oh, there's a wine your dad bought me. And we did the research on it, and it's so terrible. I know I've got it written down somewhere. It's in a note somewhere, and it would take me too long to find it. But there is a wine grown in Italy, or a grape grown in Italy, and they only make about 200 bottles a year.
Ooh.
And it's not super expensive. We bought this wine for less than 5 francs.
Wow.
And it is so good. It's about the color of my lipstick.
Okay.
And it is so smooth. I mean, you don't taste any. There's no. Sometimes the tanniness can be a little chalky like, or absolutely not. It is smooth as butter, like a. It's almost like a Rioja, but it's I don't know. It's got a little bit sweeter taste, and I don't like sweet wines. But this one, it was so smooth, so easy to drink that I thought, oh, and then of course we look up the story of this grape, and so we realized, oh, well, it's going to be hard for us to get this again. But we always look for it. Every time we go in dinner, we kind of look for that wine, and it's not there yet. But
it's fun.
I know we'll get lucky and have it again.
Denner has a really nice collection of wines, and it's funny because they don't have that big of a collection of beer. If you want to get like good beer, you have to go to Cope. But if you want to get good wine, you have to go to Denner.
Yeah, I got to the funniest thing. Okay, so we were coming through Olton. It might be 3 weeks. Sunday, maybe 3 weeks. And we were tired from our hike, and your dad said, "Oh, you want to get a train beer?" Well, of course, He said, "We can get it at Migrolino," and I'm like, "No, you can't." He said, "Yeah, you can." I said, "You can't buy alcohol at Migrolino. It's Migro." He said, "Come with me."
Well,
He was so excited that he was right about this.
Denner is owned by Migros. They opened Denner so that they could sell alcohol.
Okay.
So it makes sense that like Migrolino would sell alcohol.
Okay.
Because it's not Migros. It's
they did.
It's like
and I was so excited. I was like a little kid. I said, "This is so funny." And so now, he has this little inside joke with me. We could go to Migrolino. And it's just as funny. It's just a joke now. But yeah, I was shocked. I had no clue that would happen. So we got a snack, and oh no, maybe we already had a snack because we might not have eaten everything on the hike.
Well, you can get like beers from vending machines here.
Yep. You can get the weed tea, the weed tea in the vending machines. And I will say, I assume I was calm after drinking that. I don't. It didn't affect me in such a way that I would be like, "Ooh, wow, that felt good. Let's go again." I don't recall that, but I mean, I survived a crowded train ride.
Yeah, I have to say, I think if you started taking edibles, you'd relax a lot more.
Yeah, maybe.
You'd be a lot less stressed.
I am stressed all the time. My blood pressure is constantly high, and I've been on blood pressure medication for 2 years, and it has not brought my blood pressure down, which tells me it's not inside my body. It is an anxiety-driven blood pressure. And yet I can't get my doctor to understand that. He thinks I should stay on the medicine. He has not increased my dose. He has not seen a difference. I mean, like, not a bit of difference in my high blood pressure.
And not giving you anything for anxiety either. So
in fact, I researched this medicine. It said that when I take it, it would have an immediate effect on my blood pressure. So I took a dose, and then within 10 minutes checked my blood pressure, and guess what? No difference. I've checked my blood pressure 30 minutes after taking it. No difference. So I know it's anxiety driven. I know I'm a very anxious person. And so so I did say to your dad last night, I said, "Well, I need to see if he'll give me some Xanax." And he kind of laughed. He said, "We're going to have to get you a psychologist."
Yeah.
So, I stay anxious, constantly on edge about everything, about the house being dirty, about, what people think of me, I'm worried about my kids. I mean, they're all adults, and I still worry about them as if they're 10. And I forgot to teach them how to be polite in public. I mean, that's exactly the type. It's still the exact type of anxiety I have. Is that exact type of anxiety? Did I teach them, to say thank you? And, Even if you don't realize you need to say thank you,
I
say
say
thank
thank
you
you
anyway.
to everyone. At the stores all the
Yeah,
time.
they're so sweet here. This first thing.
I always say
we
goodbye.
have to. We buy
I always
wine.
say goodbye to people at the
Yeah.
store. Like when they're talking, they're like, cheers!
Yeah. It's so funny. It seems like everybody here is trying to be the last one to say goodbye. So you'll say, ciao, ciao, tschüss, schönen Tag. I mean, there's like 5 different greetings you got to get through before it's an official goodbye, and you got to get far enough away that you can't hear that person.
A lot of them at the like cash register, they are like alarmed when you say goodbye.
Yeah.
Or say thank you. They're like, oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, it's funny. So it just yeah. So I like my white wines here. I like the red ones that we've tried. I'm just a big fan of rosé. There's a rosé from Portugal that I absolutely love. Love, and I wonder if our friend's gonna bring that also.
I thought he was bringing.
I have no idea what. I just know.
Okay.
I'm bringing the wine was the last thing that was said to me. Okay. I'll bring the wine. Ooh, okay. I said, yeah, see you Saturday.
Yeah.
Fun. So, yeah. But yeah, I think there's good wine. I like the wine. And you like the beer?
I do, yeah.
Hey, I wonder, can I drink wine at the hockey game?
I don't know. You probably have to buy it there.
Yeah, I would assume I have to buy it.
Can we bring a flask?
I don't know. We could probably sneak a flask in. I could probably sneak it in my back pocket.
Because I'll have my blanket.
Because I don't think they're going to wand us, but we can take a flask.
Ooh, if I wear the big purple, I think there's an inside pocket in my big purple coat.
My white jacket that I wear as layers when I hike has an inside flask pocket. I buy jackets to make sure they have a flask pocket.
Well, if we just put water in it and then we pull it out and Dad would freak out, it's just water.
Well, what we could do is put water in one and our stuff in the other, and then we just trade back and forth with our water. And then you could tell him whichever one's going to have the water, we got to make sure that one comes out first. So you can say, it's just water. You want to try
We have to do the different colored ones. So mine's brown, and you have other colors.
I have a white and a red. And, well, I have the brown one that has the shot glasses on it that you gave us. And your dad just loves that.
And I can't believe that you guys didn't get one for me.
I'm so sorry.
I got
you want the ones with the shot glass?
No, I mean the same one.
You want the same one?
You.
Yeah. So you want the
me.
same one?
Yeah, with the shot glasses on it. Because I already have the wide one.
Yeah. Yeah, the pocket flask.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's really good. So yeah, maybe you can get that for your birthday or Christmas or one or the other. Okay, that's fair enough. We tried to make our own wine. We have grapes. We growing grapes. And you and Dad made some wine.
Was not very good.
It's still fermenting. We did try it though in between, and it's horrendous.
It was
but I honestly think it needs some kind of barrel that's going to pull some.
Oh yeah.
We don't really have but we don't have that. It's fermenting in a glass bottle, so yeah, it's not getting anything from its environment. Yeah. So that's a little sad. But it's pretty. It's woo. We've got a lot to learn about winemaking, and that we definitely our first chance at it did not go perfectly. But again, it's still, like I said, it's still for me. We make a try. We didn't drink all of it.
Yeah.
Just tried a little sip, and we're like, it's definitely not ready. No. But we need to make our own gin. Yeah. I have the juniper berries.
I know, we keep saying that.
I know. We need to get some good vodka and do that. So, we can do that, and we'll try it on here. We'll drink the gin on here.
What if we got vanilla vodka for that?
Well, that's what I was thinking was we would do...
Like a flavored vodka
I don't know if I want a flavored vodka yet. I want to try it first with the straight up vodka, and then add our own vanilla. Like some vanilla beans. Is what I want to do. But I also want to try a blueberry. So I want to try it first, just straight up, the juniper beans, and see how it goes, and then move on from there. Is my goal.
What if we put peanut butter in it?
No. I am not as big a fan of peanut butter as you and your dad. I love peanut butter. Don't get me wrong. In fact, I thought before I met your father and you, I thought I loved peanut butter. Evidently, I am not the connoisseur that I thought I was of peanut butter. And so, yeah, no, I don't put it on everything.
I don't put peanut butter on everything. I did try it with the pomegranates, but that was really good.
I'm glad I suggested, and I'm glad because you're going to try a smoothie with that tomorrow, right? Pomegranate, blueberry, or are you just going to do just the fruits and the yogurt?
What? Oh, I don't know if I'm making a smoothie tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
That's not necessarily an everyday. I mean, it might. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, we'll see. Well, I know that tomorrow
is Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, so we probably won't wine too much tomorrow.
Yeah.
Got other things to do. So got to finish up some work, and we've got things going on. So probably no wine tomorrow, but we'll probably finish this rosé that we've opened because why not? I don't like to open a bottle of wine and then just when I was younger, and especially when I was by myself in the U.S., I would open a bottle and not finish the bottle.
Okay.
But when I've got somebody else around, I expect us to drink the bottle. Absolutely. And so, we're going to, sign off on here in just a few minutes and drink the rest of our rosé.
Yeah.
But we hope that you guys, will enjoy a good glass of wine and chit-chat and talk and, find all these fun things to do the way we do. It's a lot of fun for us.
Yeah.
Well, we do hope you've enjoyed the conversation today.
We'll be back next week with a new bottle of wine and a new topic. If you want to join the conversation, follow us on Instagram and TikTok @WineTogetherPod. And if you don't want to miss out on our regular weekly episodes along with all our bonus content, you can find us wherever you get your podcasts, as well as subscribing, liking, and commenting on our YouTube, Wine Together Podcast.